this started. I had something stuck in my. People saw that. Kind of fun. Couple people here. We need some people to request up. This needs to be higher. Maybe like that. That works. I'm gonna work while stream. Maybe some people want to come up. Thank you, Jason. Maybe some other people will want to. Other vegans will want to come up and request up to help. Victoria, you were the first guest today. Are you there?
God damn, this chicken is good.
Oh, okay. Plant-based chicken? Sounds really good. Are you still there? Oh. He ran away. Okay. Blocked. Please come on up if you're 18. What's up, Ben? Joey, do you want to talk about it? Hey, what's going on? Do you think that you can...
There's a question. I have a school project. I like have to find out like what other people like beliefs and stuff.
Are you over 18? You can't be up on the live if you're under 18.
I am 17 right now.
Okay, well just ask your questions in the comments, okay? Come back up when you're 18. Toby,
hello.
What's going on? Are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, why do you...
I don't think it's exploiting with the hens of farms.
Well, would you trade places with them? That's a pretty good way to test that.
Okay, let's see. No, only for the fact that it's more enjoyable to be a human than a cow. That would be why I wouldn't trade places.
So, for example, do you think that we're making decisions in their best interest when we're using them for milk?
So the way that they do it is that they don't do artificial insemination, and
Right.
they keep the child with the mother for the life of it. They don't separate the mother and the child. And also, they let the child get all the milk until it doesn't need it, and they only take the extra milk from it.
Okay, so do you know why do they produce extra milk?
Because they keep on tugging on them too much. I don't know.
Yeah, so we've selectively bred these cows to produce more milk than they need to. So it's a kind of a problem that we created. Does that make sense?
So is it reversible if we stop doing it?
I'm not really sure, but if we're making these decisions to benefit us, and it negatively impacts these cows because their udders get way larger than they used to be, like way too big. Some of them have trouble walking. Like these, it's not in their best interest, right? Would you agree with that?
In my opinion, it's their actual purpose, and I'll say what I mean by that is that I'm a Hindu, and so Krishna, the personal form of God, he partakes in dairy products as well. And so, under this belief system, we believe that cows are meant to make dairy for us. So yeah.
What happens with the cows when they stop producing the milk that you want to take from them?
I don't know. Like, is that a problem that happens, you mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, what do you think happens to those cows?
Oh, well, in the Ahimsa farms, they let the cows live until they until they die naturally. So they don't just slaughter them like those other farms. So this Hindu way of taking care of cows is very ethical.
Yeah, a lot of them they sell them for meat anyway. So like they
Well,
don't
I
kill
know
them there;
that
they
in
export
India,
them.
yeah, I know in India, yes, but I'm saying a real Ahimsa farm, if you look into that, it's really truly an ethical way of taking care of cows and only
An
taking the extra
ethical
milk.
exploitation is an oxymoron. There's no ethical way to exploit somebody. And even if they're giving them a good life, they're still selectively bred to produce way more milk than they should naturally.
That's all. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah,
But
you
I'll
don't
take
need
your word for it.
you don't need those dairy products. I don't want you to just take my word for it. I want you to look into it yourself and learn more, right? And then make educated decisions. So, if you don't need to take milk from a cow, um, like there's nothing in your religion that requires that, right? You can just choose other options.
Right.
You can still have your same
But
culture, your same religion, and just make a swap there with the dairy.
again, though, like under this belief, you call it system, whatever, religion, is that we believe that cows are meant for us to actually take milk from.
So what if
Because even
somebody's
God does it.
what if somebody's religion told them that it was okay to exploit you? Would you just say, "Oh, it's okay because it's in their religion," or would you want them to stop exploiting you?
I would want them to stop.
Yeah, do you think these cows kind of feel the same way there?
No, I actually think that they get enjoyment from being able to give that to us.
That's really
If we do it in an ethical way that doesn't harm them.
But in those processes, they, like I said, they selectively breed them to produce more than they want. So like, sure, they're not, they're trying to do the best they can for these cows while they're alive. But if you look at the whole process from beginning to end, a lot of them they're just using that as a label to make you feel better about taking those products.
I don't see what's wrong with selective breeding.
Well, it's not good. We're not selectively breeding these animals for their benefit. We're selectively breeding these animals so that we can take more things from them that we want. It's for our benefit.
But I don't see how it hurts them.
A lot of these animals, like I said, they can't walk right. It increases risks for certain diseases and illnesses as they get older.
Well, but if you're selecting the best genes for that, then like why would that produce more harm in what you just said?
Could somebody do that to you? You have to put yourself in their position. Would it be okay for us to selectively breed humans? Like, what's the difference between humans and other animals where it's okay to do that to one and not okay to do that to the other?
Well, again, in my belief, I think it's their duty, their purpose. Like,
yeah, but we already talked about that though, so I don't want to go back to that again. What if somebody's religion said it was okay to exploit you? You said that would be wrong. So go to the Animal Justice 21 if you want to learn more. There's some resources there. You can reach out to other people, and we can have continued conversations there if you want. But for the stream, I'm trying to have quicker conversations, and I forgot to put the timer on, but that was over 5 minutes, I think. But yeah, I mean, you are doing less harm. than you were before, so you're moving in the right direction. But this is your sign to just be vegan instead of vegetarian or what you were saying. Tater, you're up next.
Can you try to convince me to be vegan?
Are you over 18?
Yeah, I'm 19.
You're 19. What year were you born?
2006.
All right. Well, I'm not here to convince you to be vegan. I'm here to just share a resource with you that you can look into the information yourself and then ask yourself why you're not vegan and if you should be vegan.
Okay.
So, are you open to learning more about it? Will you go to Animal Justice 21 and go through the resources there?
Sure.
Okay, so do that and then come back and let me know what you think. Let me know what you found and what resonates with you, okay?
All right, thank you.
Yep, thanks. Super. Ben, do you want to do the next one?
Yep. I want to talk to you about. You talked about how it doesn't about how the religion, even if religion says that you're allowed to eat animals, you said you shouldn't still do it. Can you please continue talking about that? Because honestly, I don't agree. As a Christian, the Bible says that the animals are here to serve us, and after Noah's Ark and the flood, we're allowed to eat animals.
Wait a minute. Do you really believe that Noah's Ark, that this story really happened?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, then you should read a real book.
Yeah, don't use your religion as an excuse to exploit animals. Go watch Christspiracy, Christspiracy.com. Go there, watch that film if you're religious. But let's keep moving on here.
Alright, so I do love animals.
Are you over 18?
Yes,
Okay, you say you love animals. Are you vegan?
I'm not vegan.
Okay, so how can you say that you love animals and not be vegan if you're paying for them to be exploited for things that you don't need?
Alright, listen, do you believe in our Heavenly Father?
What does that matter? We're not here to talk about religion. Religion has caused some of the worst things in human history, so there's a lot of good reasons to not be religious. Stop using your religion to exploit animals. Go watch Christspiracy. I literally just said that. I guess he's not here. Next.
Yo.
What's up?
Why do you assume that we hate animals if we're eating them, and we're using sustainable farming?
How is exploiting somebody sustainable? What does that matter?
You're considering an animal somebody?
Well, I mean, yeah, they're individuals, right? So.
Yeah, I'm gone, bro. You a clown. The fuck?
I mean, the definition of somebody does relate to humans, but do you think that animals have their own personalities and stuff? Oh man, I was trying to have a conversation with you. When you just like come in and leave like that, it just shows that you're really close-minded. So, sorry, buddy. Super. Somebody else was named Super. You're the second Super, I think, today. What's up?
Yeah, I thought it was me earlier. I think what you should be advocating for is for animals to be raised in a way that they're not exploited, for like a traditional farm, and that's healthier for us anyway.
Traditional farms.
Huh?
When we're breeding animals for our benefit, that's exploitation, no matter how you care for them during their life. There's no ethical way to breed an animal for our benefit.
Is there an ethical way to grow vegetables for our benefit?
What are you talking about?
Is there an ethical way to grow other living things like vegetables for our benefit?
Well, I mean, when you grow vegetables and you go out in the field and you just kill all the animals because it's cheap, I don't think that's very ethical, but it's not about the vegetables, it's about the animals.
Do you think that they provide nutrients that we need?
No, they don't.
I do.
You could go eat humans and get nutrients that you need. What does that matter?
Have you heard of protein? And it's not the same when you get
Yeah,
it from a
just
plant.
there's 80 grams of protein in my shake right here.
It's not the same when you get it from a plant.
Did you know that soy is actually a better source of protein than meat?
Soy turns you into a girl.
Do I look like a girl?
It was turning me into a girl until I stopped consuming it.
Do you consume dairy?
Yeah.
So dairy has mammalian estrogen in it. That's going to affect your testosterone and the estrogen in your body way more than soy does. Soy has phytoestrogens, so it actually will block the mammalian estrogens. So if you're drinking dairy, you should also eat soy to not get those negative effects that you're literally talking about.
There's soy in everything, so I don't have to purposefully consume soy. I know soy is not good.
Yeah, do you know how they exploit those cows for dairy?
Yeah, I mean, the way that they do it is not ethical, is not sanitary, is not healthy. But a traditional farm, I have no problem with that. The cows have a good life. They milk and they get consumed eventually.
It doesn't matter if they have a good life, and if you're taking them out at the end of their life for no reason.
Is to give us nutrients.
Nutrients that you could get somewhere else.
Don't you know that plants are conscious?
No, they're not. I'm only here to talk to open-minded people that are somewhat smart. So don't make stupid comments like that, because then you're going to get dropped. What's up, Zara? And Two-Spirit. Bring both of you up. Hello, ladies.
Hey, guys.
Do you guys want to do... And Remy, too. Hey, do you guys want to do the next conversation?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. You guys can bring them up, right?
I think we can. I think we can accept.
I think I can. If you guys want me to bring somebody up, just let me know.
Sure, I don't think I'm able to see the list of people.
Hey, Drop, are you over 18?
Yeah. I love animals, but I loved eating chicken. Like, chicken tastes so good.
Okay, so when you were thinking about the taste, are you thinking at all about this, the perspective of the victim prior to becoming that?
Hell no.
Why not?
It tastes good.
Okay. But why don't you think about the perspective of your victim?
I mean, it's good protein. No.
Okay, but I'm asking a question, and you keep on going back to how you think.
What's your
How
question?
do you feel? I'm asking you, have you considered the perspective of your victim, the victim that was required in order for you to get their flesh?
Who's my victim? The chicken?
Yep.
It doesn't matter anymore because he's dead. So it's like.
Okay, but before his life was taken against his will or hers, they were an individual who didn't want to have their life taken. Do you ever think about that?
No, because it's not a dog. It's not a pet.
Okay, but it doesn't, they don't have to be used by you in a way that is entertaining.
But it tastes good.
All right, you're gonna.
So do you. You taste like bacon.
feel like some of these people just choose to be stupid. You know, like they think it's funny to come up here and act like fools.
Let me see how old this person is. I don't know. They could be a kid. Be ready, guys. Let's see how old they are. How old are you, Billy?
Just saying. They're bred for that, so.
Wait, how old are you for TikTok purposes, please?
This is a wild comment.
There you go. Wow.
Also, that's kind of the point, that they're bred to be consumed and used and exploited by us. Why is that used as like a point against what we're saying when it's part of the point?
Yeah, it's so crazy when people say that.
As Two Spirit brings them up, let's gauge to see whether there's people who are actually interested in thinking, and if they're not, let's just not waste our time.
I agree.
Yeah, you guys, can you bring them up or no?
I'm not able to know.
I think I can if I see that they're requesting, but it lasts like just a second.
I don't know if this
Okay.
one's a kid, but I can bring him up, but you can bring him up, Jake. He might be a kid. He's got like a black dot or a picture.
Oh, okay, hold on. Sorry, I hit two people.
Wait. Can I please actually have a conversation with you? Don't.
Are you Are you over
Okay,
18?
yeah. I'm not gonna share my age on the internet, but I am.
All right. Well, put your comment in the. Put your question in the comments.
You guys are delusional vegan.
Fisher's a frequent flyer.
Rain-
We've talked before. Goodbye, Fisher.
Rain
Watch
swap.
Dominion 2018.
Yikes. Who's got time to just come into vegan streams and just call them delusional and stuff? The real delusional people are the people that are exploiting animals and want to say shit like they're bred for that. Like, they have a good ethical life while we're exploiting them. Like, that shit is delusional. I feel sorry for those people. I don't know if we have any other requests right now. Oh, here's one. L Dog. Are you here, L Dog? Bye, Fisher. You are blocked now. L Dog is not here. Woof. Woof.
What's up?
What's going on? Why do you hate animals?
I don't hate animals. Why do you say stupid shit?
Well, how do you treat animals?
I treat my dogs very well.
Okay, that's nice. You make. Would you say that you make the decisions about
What's
your
your
dog?
story? I've rescued like 3 rabbits from fences.
I was talking.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
You rescued rabbits?
Yeah. They got stuck in chain link fences, and I freed them from the chain link fences, bro.
That's cool. So you like dogs and you like rabbits, and
I like all animals. You
you're
know what I
making.
really love? I love the fact that animals live to sustain
Bro,
humankind.
you're not letting
I
me
love
finish. Excuse me. I know you're just gonna say some dumb shit. Sustain humankind. That's what we do to these animals is not good for humans either. It's literally gotten way out of control. If you cared about humans and you cared about other animals, oh, that's funny. That's like popping up in my head. If you cared about humans and you cared about other animals, then you would be vegan. It's like the default. So if you're not vegan, then you have some work to do on your relationship with animals and with other humans. So I believe in you. Maybe you'll figure it out one day. Just reflect on that moment with the super. You can't come up. Reflect on that moment that you saw those rabbits and you went, oh, I want to save these rabbits. So you didn't go like over and like eat them. You know what I mean? Thanks, Roha. Sin,
Hello.
what's up?
Not much. Just wanted to see what you have to say. I run a rabbitry and eat them all the time, and I treat them amazing.
Wait, you said rabbits? You have a rabbit farm?
Yes, I do.
That's horrible.
No, it's pretty amazing. It's the cleanest meat anybody's ever gonna get. Amazing for you. They reproduce so fast, and they live a great life. So that doesn't mean I hate animals.
So why don't you just let them live? Why do you kill them for something that you don't even need?
Because we don't need that many rabbits.
You don't need to eat
It's
animals.
sustainable food.
You don't need to exploit animals with any of your choices.
Last I checked, I have free will. So you can.
I got free will to go rob an old lady in the street, but I'm not going to do that. I know that it's wrong. All right, bye. That sucks. I feel so bad for those rabbits. I actually rescued 2 rabbits too. I knew a lady that, you know, she I guess she bought these rabbits probably from a pet store or something like that. It happens around Easter time, especially when people like have kids. They're like, oh, let's go get an Easter bunny. We're gonna go buy a rabbit or adopt a rabbit or whatever. You can get rabbits from a lot of the like humane societies and shelters. They have rabbits a lot of the time too. So don't go buy a rabbit. Go adopt a rabbit. You can probably get one. And make decisions in their best interest. But this lady called, she was friends with my girlfriend at the time, and she called up my girlfriend, and she's like, I can't do it with these rabbits anymore. She's like, I'm just gonna let them go in the street. She lived in the middle of the city. She's literally just gonna let these rabbits out. And she looked at me, and I was like, don't do that. Bring them here. Like, we'll take them in. So we took 2 rabbits in, and spending a lot of time with them really helped me realize that I should be vegan. I attribute me being vegan to the rabbits, my cat, and the mice that I rescued also, and the leopard gecko. We rescued a whole bunch of animals. We had the little rescue. So, Freddie, you're up
I had
next.
a companion rabbit that would play fetch
Yeah.
and was litter box trained and had so much personality.
Yeah, rabbits are awesome. They were litter box trained too, and they would play with my cat. My cat would play with them, and they would poop around the room a little bit sometimes, but they were so nice. They had their own like space, basically part of the room, and yeah, they were really cool. Freddie, are you over 18? You can unmute yourself. Go ahead.
Yes. Do you truly believe that you're 100% vegan?
So there's not like a percentage of being vegan.
But you do admit you have to use animal products.
For what?
In general, you're using animal products all the time.
I think the worst time, the one time that I use animal products is like when I go into a public restroom and I wash my hands and I use that soap. I don't know if that soap was tested, you know.
Have any animal products?
Bro, I'm talking. I don't know if that company tests on animals or anything like that. You know what I mean? And I've thought about that multiple times, and I probably should just carry some hand soap in my backpack or something when I travel around. But yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands. You know, it kind of sucks, but what are you talking about? Where you're trying to do like a gotcha? Like what? Where are you thinking my life?
It's not a gotcha. It's that I don't think you realize how the world supposed to exist without animal production.
I don't think you would realize how the world exists without animal exploitation.
When's the last time we didn't have animal exploitation?
Just because it's
10,000 years of animal agriculture.
Yeah, 10,000 years of slavery.
Slavery? What's that have to?
We did it for so long. Why was it bad?
You know, 2% of the population owned slaves. That's it.
Yeah, but everybody benefited from it, right? But we still got
benefited
together and we said, hey,
from
maybe
it,
this
right?
is wrong. We shouldn't be supporting this.
Well, it doesn't make sense. How is it supposed to exist without it?
What do you mean? How are we supposed to exist without exploiting animals?
Yeah, tell me how am I opposed as a farmer raise products for you to eat and everything that animal agriculture does?
Fred, can you turn off your TV? So if you need to stay off of mute, can you turn your TV off?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Do you ladies want to talk to him? I have to go grab some stuff from the other room.
I mean, I'm just asking a question. How do you expect?
I hear you and I can answer, and I hear where you're coming from. You farm animals, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the fact that you farm animals tells me that you don't care to think about their perspective. You're thinking about yours. So
No, I care about every animal we have on our farm.
No, caring for someone doesn't mean farming their bodies. That's not care.
No, you're humanizing animals is what you're doing.
Freddie, are you capable of having a conversation? Because if you're not, you can get down. So would you like to have a conversation?
Yeah, if I'm allowed to talk.
Okay. You're allowed to talk, but you don't interrupt me, okay? So farming somebody's body is not a sign of caring for someone. And when you say I'm humanizing them, no, I'm not. I'm acknowledging that they think and feel. They have a brain. They have pain receptors. You're pretending that they don't. You're pretending that they're objects and not individuals.
Am I allowed to talk now?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you know me personally that I don't care about any animals. What gives you the right to say that I don't care?
I didn't say those words, but I'm acknowledging that you don't care about the victims whose bodies you're farming, because care doesn't show through farming somebody's body. If someone was farming your body, would you pretend that they cared about you?
But that's a completely unhypothetical question that could never be answered. I don't. I really like to have you guys. Now, can I just ask a question? I really like to have you guys give me a simple answer on if we eliminate animal agriculture, how's the world supposed to exist as a society? Period. Give me a formula. Give me anything.
I'm trying to respond.
Freddie.
I can farm anything.
You can farm anything, Freddie. You don't have to farm animals. Bamboo.
What would you like me to farm then?
You could make more money growing hemp or bamboo, dude.
Did you ever grow hemp, ma'am?
No, but I know how it grows.
You know how much work and how much effort is in that?
Not any more than buying a bunch of livestock that you call livestock, animals that are being, oppressed in every way from the day they're...
How are they oppressed? Tell me one way they're oppressed.
Well, they're forcibly impregnated. Their children
we call that breeding. You call it
their
whatever you
children
want.
are taken from them. Their children are murdered. Their babies are ground up the first day of life.
See, everything you're talking about, you're humanizing them.
Yeah, because they're no different than us. Are you an animal, Freddie?
Last I looked, yeah.
Okay, so we are no different than them. No different. They feel, they think, they see, they communicate, they have families. They're no different than you are.
Because
they can't communicate with you does not mean that they cannot feel or have subjective feelings or be compassionate or feel fear or want to live. They're no different than you, Freddie.
That is way too funny. It's called instincts animal
I'm
have.
glad you think it is. It's no different than you or I having instincts, correct?
Yeah, there's a big instinct. Maybe you not, but I know my own mortality. There isn't an animal besides us can understand their own mortality. Period.
Freddie, your time is basically up, but just to before you leave, just before.
Oh, because I'm making too much sense and the vegans
Make
don't.
no sense. Before you leave, just so that you're fully aware, we are not humanizing other animals by acknowledging the fact that they think and feel. You're pretending that they don't. And you pretend that it's a human thing to think and feel because you choose to ignore the perspective of your victims. And that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I don't even know how somebody like that can raise bunnies. Something that is so, I mean, just so gentle and can listen to them scream when they're murdered.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Good. How's it going for you?
It's all right. Why do you hate animals?
I don't hate them per se. I respect them. I do raise meat chickens, well, obviously for meat.
So you hate
and I
chickens?
think they are like us. They have feelings and whatnot, you know. And so the reason I raise them is obviously to feed myself and my family. And so I respect them. I give them the nice treatment and whatnot. I don't give them a crappy room.
Can I ask you a couple
they're
questions? Because
Sure.
of what you're saying. Why are you using the word raise and the word respect? Raise means preparing someone for an independent life where you hope they'll thrive. Respect is admiration for an individual. The things that you are doing is keeping individuals around so long enough till they meet a kill weight so that you can eat their flesh. That's why you even refer to them as meat chickens.
Yeah. But
okay, so that's not respect or raising, is it?
I respect them for the meat that they give us. Raising them, that you got a point there. I don't raise them.
They don't give you their meat. You steal it. You take their life, and then you cut them up and you eat their flesh. Period. Our language matters, and I don't know why so many farmers keep pretending that they're raising someone. Makes them feel good, I guess.
I agree.
Yeah, you can transform your chicken farm into a mushroom farm. It's pretty similar, and you can make more money. You can actually respect the chickens, and yeah, just grow mushrooms instead. Was he dropped? There's a video on it you can watch. It was by Derek Sarno on YouTube. I don't know what the title of the video was called. Just look up, chicken farm to mushroom farm, Derek Sarno, it'll pop up. Stuart is next. Let's see what's up over here. What's up, Kaz? Thanks for the star. I guess Stuart's not here anymore. Oh, we have no requests up. So request up. You'll be the next one up. I'm worried about Ben's mental health getting through Gem's stream. Oh no. Yeah, respects them as objects. Exactly, that last guy. Mushrooms are the future. Next here. Look at this guy's got a picture of this pig. If you guys don't follow Gem Lettuce, go follow her YouTube, TikTok. She'll be live in like 30 minutes. User.
Hey, what's up, Jew? How's it going?
How are you doing? Why do you hate animals?
Well, we eat them. We gotta use leather. They're animals at the end of the day.
You're an animal.
I'm not an animal. I'm a human being.
You're an animal.
No, women are animals. Men are not. Women
are an animal.
That's a real good way to get dropped and blocked.
Hey, fuck you,
really?
Jew piece of shit. Kill all Jews.
He did come up and say Jew, but I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, I didn't hear him say that.
He did say Jew, but I should have cut him right then.
I heard him say something, but I couldn't make out what it was.
He said SA all Jews at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. Humans like that are literally the worst animal. The worst. That's crazy. I think I need to. Alright, let's bring up the next person. Oh, nobody's here. It said somebody just requested, but then now they're gone. We need more requests. Somebody request up. Let me know why you hate animals, or try to explain how you don't hate animals. Let me know. Let me know. I don't think. You know what? I'm probably just gonna do this. Added another thing on the bed. This takes so much longer. Now I gotta fold them up together. Actually, I'll just do that. What's up, Spooky?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a kid or not.
Let's invite some people up here. This guy's got a deer in his picture. Does this guy like deers, or does he hate deers?
Hey, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. The deer are just in my yard. You know, I have like 15 deer in my yard. I don't do anything with them.
Nice. Why not?
Why? Because I don't bother them, they don't bother me. So I have 4.5 acres to 5 acres. So,
All right, yeah, that's a nice way to put it. You kind of treat them how you would want to be treated, right?
I do, but I do eat meat.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but I'm not a hunter. So,
Why are you not a hunter?
it's just not something I don't do.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question.
All right, go ahead.
Do you take medicine at all? Any type of medicine?
Not generally. Not like if I got really sick, I probably would. Yeah.
Okay, do you know that every single medicine is treated on animals?
Yeah. I'm pretty aware of that.
Okay, so therefore, would you take that medicine knowing that they tested that on animals?
I would ask for an alternative. Not every single medicine is tested on animals, and we're working more and more towards abolishing animal testing completely. So
how do you know? How do you know what's safe to take and what's not?
I would ask the professionals, right? I would ask the people that are making the medicine, or the people that are trying to
But
give
you
you the
need it to be
medicine.
tested.
You can call the manufacturer to ask, and also there are vegans that take medication that is
No.
life-saving.
You need it to be taken by some.
Well, I'm still speaking. It is still vegan for a vegan person to take medication that they need in order to live. That is something that's unavoidable. There is unnecessary exploitation, which is the majority of the exploitation that is happening, that is avoidable, and that we choose to abstain from. Vegans do not make choices that require other animals to become victims and be victimized for our personal pleasure. Someone needing to take medication is asked, like we live by our ethics. We don't have to unalive by them. And at the same time, we call medical manufacturers. We say, are you pursuing novel medical alternatives? We speak to them and we advocate for wanting them to not test on animals. Does that make sense to you? You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you were to take that medicine without it being tested on something or someone.
Dude, were you listening to her? Did you hear her or were you talking while she was talking? She just cleared it all up. No, stop talking and listen for just a second, okay? Since you're a baby, and I can either drop you or you can be muted, okay? You can be muted. So are you listening? This is about the victims, okay? So we are not running the world. If we were, there would be no testing on other animals, because not only is it not necessary and cruel and disgusting, there are methods that actually have something to do with humans. And even human to humans aren't the same, let alone humans to another species, as far as how we react to different medications and different medical procedures, etc. So she stated that since we are not in control and we're trying everything that we can to stop these horrible things, as you should be too, but since we're not in control of it, we also don't have control over what was done to the medication. And so if something, so if it was tested on other animals, if they had to go through hell or whatever, this unnecessarily for greed, taking that to save somebody's life is still vegan, because we're not in control of that.
Do you take medicine? Sorry.
I just find it odd, the inclination to come up and turn it back around and be like, well, do you take medication? Do you do this? Do you drive a car? Do you do whatever? When that has nothing to do with the choices, Uncle, that you make every single day. Things that are unnecessary and that you can change. Someone who has a medical condition or a disability can't change that. You can change what you consume, what products you buy, what shampoo you use, whether or not you wear the skin of another animal. Those are choices that you make. Comparing that to someone who does not have a choice is a little disingenuous. And it also is not centering the victims at all.
Yeah, so like somebody else taking medicine that might have been tested on animals, what does that have to do with your choices?
You're muted.
I'm muted because I have to take certain medications for me to live.
Me too.
Yeah, so like what does that have to do with your other choices in your life though? Other things that you consume, what you wear, where you go.
You know, life is a survival of the fittest.
Are you just up here to like spew a bunch of nonsense, or are you actually like trying to like learn something?
To learn something? But you need to learn how farming really works.
Bro, I grew up on a farm, buddy. You know nothing about me. Goodbye.
Wait a minute.
Also, how is he talking about the medicine that he needs and then talking about survival of the fittest? In nature, none of us would be able to take medications.
That's not very nice. What was that guy's name? Was that Swishers?
Yeah. Do you want to finish your thought, Zara?
You blocked him, thank you.
Yeah, I did. I don't even remember what I was saying.
I think you were talking about how basically we do not live under survival of the fittest anymore. Darwin's principles no longer apply with the medical advances that we have. If it were survival of the fittest, I wouldn't be here, because modern medicine is the reason I'm here.
And most of us would be here. How many of us know how to build our own house, how to create a well, how many people are just surviving off of the thoughts and ideas of other people? I think it's so strange how so many people are like, animals can't write a symphony. How many symphonies have most of humanity written? And who gives a shit about a symphony?
Exactly, and like how many humans can fly with their own bodies? How many of us can breathe underwater? Like, it's just very silly to make these different comparisons when other animals have skills and qualities that we don't have, and that they could view us as silly or stupid for not having.
Chickens can see more colors than we can, or in different ways than we can.
Yeah, their hearing, their smelling, their sense of touch is much higher than ours too. We can't like lose limbs and grow them back.
We only have 5 senses. There's other animals that have like 7 or 8 senses.
There were people on another live talking about, well, other animals don't make art. Like, have I ever looked at other animals and the art that they do make? There is a puffer fish that literally makes the most gorgeous sand art just to try to get, you know, like a mate. And it's amazing the what he makes. So many other animals who do amazing things.
Yes, that's right.
We'll get to that later. Let's talk
The
about
beautiful elaborate nests that some birds create, like it's stunning.
Braden, you're next. Come on up. Are you over 18? Hello, you're on. Are you there? Are you there? Braden.
He's trying to pull up a picture as his background.
Yeah, I saw that. What are you doing there, buddy? Why does the YouTube pick up this poll? Oh, you can see it on. Can you see it on TikTok too? There's a poll here.
I can barely see it. I didn't know it was there.
It's like clear on TikTok. It thinks it's a person.
How old are you, Denai?
I am 18.
You're 18. Why do you hate animals?
Are you guys vegan or something?
Vegan or something? Yeah, sure.
Like I don't really hate animals. Do you guys think that like everyone who eat meat is like an animal hater?
I think most people don't really know and have never really thought about it. But what do you think? Do you think that you can exploit somebody and not hate them? Do you think that's like a hateful action to do to someone?
Do you think like if I eat like an egg, I am hating the chicken?
If you find an egg on the ground and you eat an egg, I don't think that you're necessarily hating the chicken. But that's not really what happens, right? Like you have to think about the entire process. Like where did the chicken come from? How's the chicken being treated?
Because like in my country, a lot of people create the chicken in a house, you know? Like I create chicken in my house. So like I give a good space to the chicken. I give like food for her. So why couldn't I?
You give your chicken a great life, a very short, great life, only to have that chicken trust you, look up to you.
No, it's not only to have the egg. I really like her, but I mean, why couldn't I eat the egg?
So like you're forgetting other parts like I was talking about. Like where did the chicken come from?
So if the chicken comes from like a beautiful home, so I can eat the egg.
You should give the egg back to the chicken. The chicken loses a lot of
back to the chicken,
vitamins and all kinds of things when they lay an egg, and it is a chicken's period.
Yeah, why don't you?
Should I give like the period back to my chicken?
Yeah, have you ever done that before?
No.
They let the chicken regain what they lose every time they lay an egg every day. When they were not bred to lay eggs every day, they were only laying eggs like 13 a year. And that was only to procreate, not to feed somebody.
You have to put yourself in their position.
My chicken put a lot more of that, like a lot. I think I have a super chicken, you know.
Put yourself in their position. Could somebody give you a nice house, feed you well, but then you have to work for them every day?
Like like my chicken don't work for me. I just like Spirit say, I just get his period like one time in a month.
No, they have it every day. They lay an egg to 2 eggs every day. That would be like
I don't really like to eat eggs every day.
Give the egg back to the chicken. Scramble it, break it up, give it back to the chicken.
She will do nothing with the. She will do nothing.
She will
with
eat
that.
it. She will eat it. She will eat it. Trust
But
me,
I
they
want to
love
eat
it
it
hard
too.
boiled. They love it
I
when you
want
hard
to eat it
boil.
too.
It's not about you,
No,
though.
I have
You.
I have another question.
Real quick.
If my chicken suddenly dies, could I eat my chicken?
Do you have any other animals that you take care of, like a dog or a cat?
No, only my chicken.
Why do you think it's okay to eat an animal after they pass away?
I mean, because it's protein and like it's an animal and.
You're an animal, though.
You know.
You think it would be respectful for somebody to eat you after you pass away?
I don't know no one who eats. I don't know no one who eats human meat, but I know a lot of people that eats chicken meat. So like, why shouldn't I eat my chicken?
D-Meg, it's still someone's flesh. It's still an individual. That's still an individual. You said that you like that chicken, yet you have her in a cage, and you take
but
her
she's
eggs,
not alive anymore.
and stop talking.
I'm sorry.
You have her in a cage. She was genetically modified to lay far more eggs than nature would have intended for her body. As Two Spirit was saying, she loses a lot of nutrients and has a lot of pain for every single egg she lays. And you see her, the commodity to steal her eggs from. You see her so much of it as a commodity that you see her as someone to eat as soon as she dies or as soon as you take her life. So yeah, that doesn't sound like love or kindness. That does sound like hate to me. I wouldn't look at anybody who stuck me in a cage and bought me from somebody who genetically modified my body to be in pain and suffer for somebody else. I wouldn't be excited to know that this person saw me as flesh to consume. You have to think about something other than your feelings and your thoughts and your wants when there is another individual involved. And it's really easy to look at other animals and not see them as the individuals they are, because we have been indoctrinated to believe that they aren't, and to pretend that superiority means harming. That's not what superiority means. And ignoring the fact that someone else feels and thinks and wants a life and doesn't want to be in a cage so you can steal what you can from their body, don't you think that would be kindness?
No, like I understand your point.
Then you just don't care, and there's no point. Like if you can't get,
I care. But like I don't see as you. I don't see as.
If you cannot get to a position where you're if you can't get to a place where you can see the perspective of your victim, then why should I keep on listening to your reason for being a victim?
I see the things like I have my own view, you know. I don't see the chicken as an individual. Like I think.
Okay, so then, and you can't, right? You're unable to ever do that. You're unable to see her as an individual. Am I right?
Right. Yes, you're right.
Okay, well then goodbye. There's no point in trying to reason with a person with no integrity.
Yep. That was
Holy crap, that's crazy.
Lucy's being honest about kind of being a psycho.
Z-Man, you're the loser. Okay. Keep impressing your chickens. Keep using your animals.
It's a great place to be. It is.
It's really sad. People just want to treat these animals however they see fit. They want to give these animals a purpose of that we create, and not just like respect their life.
This is the person who's trying to pull up their background again.
Oh yeah, are you gonna have a conversation, or are you gonna do something weird?
it's definitely at least a little bit from
Okay,
yesterday.
bye. Mr. Rizzler. That's a funny name.
Hey, I'm just wondering, why does me eating meat, as humans are omnivores, why does that automatically make me hate animals?
So being an omnivore is just a description of what we do. It doesn't mean that you have to consume the flesh of an animal. Do you understand that?
Sounds like it was too difficult of a question.
We don't need to drop people just because they sound young. I'll ask them if they're 18.
I don't know who dropped him. I don't know who dropped him.
Somebody else dropped him. I'll at least ask them first and see what they say, and then
Hello, everyone.
if they can't answer the question, then we can drop them. But
How old are you, Angry?
yeah, or if you go in and see their videos and you know that
I'm
they're
42.
young, then you can drop them. Yeah.
14?
42.
Oh,
42.
Sorry, go ahead. Okay, great. So do you know what veganism is?
No, I see what you guys are talking about, and I get where you guys are coming from, but you know, I'm 6'5", 200 and oh shit, I don't even know, about 260 pounds. I gotta have protein, and
We all
I
have to have
understand,
protein,
like,
bro.
not eating animals. You know, it makes sense. I get it. But I also was grown on a ranch.
I got 80 grams of protein in my shake right here.
Me too. I grew up on a ranch too. Angry, where do you think protein comes from? Because none of us are born with it. Not even the animals you eat are born with it. So where do you think protein comes from?
I think protein comes from meat.
No, I just told you, none of us are born with protein. None of us are born with protein. Nothing that is animal is born with protein.
Yeah, how do you
Protein
think?
comes from
Well,
amino acids.
I need a
which
little
are found in
boost in my
plants.
protein because I want to be
Did you just hear me? I said
big and solid.
protein.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, maybe one of you guys can help him with the explanation.
Angry, please stop interrupting people that are speaking.
I'm just trying to get my voice back, but go ahead, guys.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so cows don't eat eggs. That's not a part of their diet. Proteins are branched chain amino acids. Cows get them from grazing, from eating. They're supposed to eat grass. They end up eating, highly supplemented feed. So any other like vitamins or whatever that you'll say that you need from meat, they get that through supplementation. That's not actually a part of their diet. But veganism also isn't a diet. It's not about us. It's about the victims. It's about the animals and their subjective experience, their capacity to feel pain and joy and fear and familial bonds and friendships, just like you, just like me, just like our companion animals, like our dogs and our cats. Cows and pigs and chickens and all other animals have the same exact capacity. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about that, and we're talking about the systems that are highly profitable, that are used to exploit them and unalive them. And so we're talking about the choices that you make every single day. It's not a debate or like a philosophical argument. It's very possible to meet any protein needs that you have on a plant-based diet. So do you want to talk about the victims of these situations?
Well, I'm not really into the whole like victim thing for.
So
the
Johnson,
animals.
are you against oppression?
I'm sorry.
Are you against oppression?
Depression?
Oppression. Are you against oppression?
Oh, oppression.
Yeah, do you value justice?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so if you value justice, if you're against oppression, then you don't pause your stance against injustice based on the birth traits of the victims. So that's why she's talking about the victims. From their perspective, they become slaves, they become commodities to be used. Nobody thinks about how badly in pain they are. Nobody thinks about their terror, their suffering, their agony, their grief as they're separated from their families.
Right.
As they're
No, I hear what
mutilated
you're saying.
to be able to submit. Okay, and so once you think about them, it's easy to think about all of the other things as far as like your height and your weight and like being muscular or built or whatever it is, athletic. If you actually care about those things, you like us, we're indoctrinated to believe that we need to eat flesh in order to take care of our bodies and be nutrient plenty. And it's just not true. When we eat someone else's flesh, we're stealing their nutrients secondhand. So you can get them firsthand and you can use your mind, your brain, and go look at plant nutrients. And if you're worried about it, there is a vegan bodybuilder who also does personal training with anybody who needs it, or you can even just follow him and just watch him. His is Conscious Muscle. His name is Jordan Drains.
We have some on Animal Justice 21 too. There's one-on-one vegan fitness coaches on there, bodybuilding vegans.
Justice?
He might even be part of the Vegan Squad coaching. I'm not sure.
I believe it's Conscious Muscle, right?
Yeah, I'll put his at right in the comments for you, okay? But if you have to like focus on the victims, like Remy was saying, and once you do that, like Two Spirit was saying, you'll realize that all of the nutrients, every single thing that we need, doesn't need to come from the suffering of other animals. We can do all of these things while living alongside our values, which is just valuing justice. That's it. And so that's why we're speaking. We're not hoping that you take up any one of our individual diets. All of us are different. Some of us like, potato chips, some of us only eat whole food. Some of us have a mix. Some of us,
well, that's kind of what I'm looking at here, listening to you guys. Just being able to maybe balance it a little differently.
Yeah, can I give you a name of a documentary since you're kind of, wanting protein in your weight, but it's called The Game Changers and it's on Netflix, I believe, or YouTube. It shows different bodybuilders and athletes, professional athletes, and you'll know who they are because you'll recognize them. They eat a vegan diet and they show you what they eat in a day.
Yeah, it's a lot of rice, but chicken and tuna are definitely in those.
Vegans don't eat the flesh of
individuals. Yeah, we don't eat other bodies.
Yeah, so we don't eat fish, or because they're individuals too, or chickens.
Like judging anybody.
It's not. No. So here's something that I think is strange. Like you're up here, I just told you about the victims, and so did Remy, and you're going, oh, I don't judge you. This is about me and you. We are allies to your victims, so it's about your victims. So it's important for you to look to see what they go through, whether you're using them for your entertainment, for what you want to eat, for what you want to wear, for how you want to decorate, for what products you use that are stuck inside their eyeballs to see if, how well they do in case a stupid human gets shampoo in their eyes. Like all of these things can have better choices at every single place.
I know that sucks.
Like they literally do that. They literally do that because humans are so damn stupid that they need to go and shove as much into a little animal's eyes against their will, right?
Yeah.
And to see, okay, to make sure that the company doesn't get sued. Every single thing boils down to greed. It's all about greed. And so you're paying for suffering so that somebody can get rich from it. And we're just asking you, look at the victims. Look to see who is suffering for this. There is another way. Like Jake was saying, go to Animal Justice 21. They have registered dietitians who will teach you how to do it without harming animals. They have people who are talking to you about how to select our clothing, how to select things that are cruelty-free. Think about that. When you see shampoo that says cruelty-free on it, that means the one that doesn't say it was made with cruelty, harming another animal. You know what I mean? how they
My
hold
my
it.
skin is very sensitive, so I don't use any of that stuff. I only use.
Always go for the things that have a bunny on it or a V, and then you'll be fine. Just look at the label.
And I have extremely sensitive skin too. I literally have a video on my page of vegan and cruelty-free products. I have a condition that makes me allergic to like most things, and so that's
real,
definitely
right?
doable. And I have like, if I may, I have something for you to think about, and it might be difficult. I encourage you to get angry at the fact that you have been lied to by these highly, highly profitable businesses that conditioned you to not be able to see the sense and subjective life experiences and pain of other beings that are profiting off of you and profiting off of the bodies of these animals. That's something that angers me. And if you can, put someone you love, imagine me as just a human being, you don't know me, but put in the position of any of these animals, force bred, had my child stolen from me, have my breast milk stolen from me, sold at a huge markup, and at the end of my life, then they take my life from me because I can't have any more babies. Maybe I'm menopausal, whatever happened. And you would call me a victim. I'd call me a victim. If that happened to someone you loved, you'd call them a victim. And so seeing the real experience of these beings is really important. And it can be hard because of all of the propaganda that is sold to us from the time we are young children. But it's really important.
No, I agree. I've got a lot of
Stop
animals.
making these corporations rich. Stop purchasing what they want to try to sell you, because what they're trying to sell you is making all of us sick. Why do you think there are so many people in the hospitals that are sick? There aren't vegans in the hospitals. You don't see vegans in the hospitals.
Believe it or not, I'm actually probably a little vegan. I gotta say, because I love vegetables. I love the fruits. You know. I don't eat beef.
Right, because it's not death. Plants are life, and that's what fuels your body, life, not eating somebody else's body parts.
Yeah, so I'm probably
life comes from
a
plants,
little bit of vegan.
not dead animals.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it. No,
Yeah, you can't be a little bit vegan. Like, you can have those kinds of thoughts and things like that, but either you're vegan or you're not vegan. So, like, take a moment, and that's what Animal Justice 21 is for. Like, reflect on your relationship with animals. There's questions there for 21 days that you can think about. Talk with your family about it or your friends, and really ask yourself those questions, because like, we're not here to like tell you to go vegan. You have to do that yourself, right? So I had the same realization that you did. I was like, wait a minute, like, why am I not vegan? And I really tried to think about it, and I really couldn't come up with an answer. So I was just like, oh, I guess I'm vegan now. I wish somebody told me about these things sooner. So it sounds like you're putting those pieces together. Definitely check out the resource there, because it was literally made for people just like you.
I will.
Yeah, and just always remember, Angry, you can't get all the protein you need through plants, because that's where the animals get it. And the problem with this propaganda is these companies that want to make money off of us are saying, no, you got to eat the animals, which is a big lie. And they've known it since the 1700s that meat is not good for us. It causes cancer, many types of cancers.
Oh, thank you. Did you just sent me that? Vegan tattoo artist?
Yeah, check out what he sent you.
All right, cool.
Come back another time, all right? Give me a follow. Yeah, follow.
Sure. If you need to ask any questions, you can ask any of us.
No, I appreciate the info.
Yeah, there's a chat page on Animal Justice 21, so you can drop your question in there, and then other people can see it. Other people can learn from your questions as well. So,
Okay.
do you have anything else you want to say? We're gonna bring up the next person.
No, I'll jump out.
All right, awesome.
But
It was nice.
Thank you for your time.
Nice talking to you.
Thanks for a good conversation.
Thank you.
Thanks, go vegan, dude, you can do it.
Are you over 18? You have to unmute.
Okay, hello?
Are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to answer the question?
I don't hate animals actually. I prefer to get vitamins like B12, iron, zinc, and many more.
Okay, so I got all those things right in this shake that I'm drinking right here. Guess what? And it's vegan.
Yes, but you can also get bowel problems from that, so...
So you can get everything that you need from plants. So why are you exploiting animals?
My point is,
not
long
nutrition.
term on that, you can get bowel problems. So I would not change myself.
Bowel problems. You can get bowel problems from exploiting animals too.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
that's-
get bowel problems from eating meat, dude, not from drinking a protein shake.
Also, this is not a debate. It's not a think tank. I'm speaking now. It's not a debate. It's not a think tank. This is about the victims. We're here to have a conversation about that and to educate.
I know that, but I'm educating you guys.
Bro, we're here to talk about your relationship with other animals.
We need to be educated. Yeah, I don't think we need to be educated on this. We kind of all know it.
I want to hear.
Alright, can I speak real quick? I want to just say a quick
Can you tell me where you did your registered dietetic internship? Which hospital?
Are you talking to me? Because I keep being on mute. Well, someone keeps on mute me. But what was the question? Sorry.
Where you did your residency for your registered dietetic internship to become a registered dietitian.
I am not a registered dietitian.
Okay, so then we don't need education from you.
Excuse my English. Sorry if it's bad. But I just prefer not to eat plants-based.
We're not here to talk about a diet. We're talking about how you feel about animals.
Okay, I feel about animals. They shouldn't have unnecessary suffering. I believe they should be avoided. But
Okay, so hold on. If you can get all your nutrition from plants instead of animals, you can buy a different jacket. You can get different anything that you buy, anything that you consume. You have alternatives. So you realize that you're being a hypocrite, right? When you say that you think that animals, unnecessary exploitation of animals is wrong, but then you're literally paying for unnecessarily exploitation of animals.
Yes, again, it's not the fact that unnecessary harm is suffering. That's not my point. But what I'm saying is that we cannot live without vitamin B12. Well, you can, but it would be very.
Bro, we just talked about that. I'm getting all my B12 from this shake right here. There's a lot of other products you can get B12 from that's just plants.
So
B12 does not come from animals.
Okay, so you think drinking a protein shake is healthy for you, like multiple times a day?
Even the things you eat are fortified with vitamin B12 because the animals you eat don't get vitamin B12. They are fortified with it. Do you know where vitamin B12 comes from?
It comes from saliva, yes.
No, it comes from cobalt. It comes from cobalt in the ground. And because we've destroyed the ground so much, there's
which is made by saliva.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next person because we're trying to talk to open-minded people. I'll just say that. I was gonna say something else.
The ground is made by saliva?
Yeah, no, he said B12 comes from saliva. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
Bacteria in water and dirt, but it's been eliminated from our water. It's mostly gone from the dirt.
It's mostly
can
gone
get,
from the dirt, exactly.
You can get B12
And that's
from
why-
eating poop, so maybe that guy should go eat some poop to get his
Exactly.
B12.
Go lick a cow's butt and you'll get B12, buddy.
Seems like a lot of these people aren't here. All right, we're trying to bring up the next person, so if you requested up, then please come on here. Oh, now we might get two people. Okay, so, Spider Jack, you can go first here. Are you over 18? You have to unmute.
I found the cow that was eating all your veggies. I had him for dinner.
Another child. Great.
It's not how that works, but okay. Waiting. If you requested up, be ready to come up because we're going through these people pretty quickly. Real Diva wants to come up again.
I don't remember her.
That was the
Don't eat me, you can eat mommy.
that was the B12, the saliva B12 person. We're gonna go through all the other guests first. If you're still here, then maybe we'll bring you up if nobody else is here. JP, what's up?
Finding you.
What was that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're over 18, right? You sound like an adult.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Do you hate animals?
No.
No. So are you vegan?
No, I'm not vegan.
Why not? Have you ever thought about it?
No.
Are you open to thinking about it?
50-50.
50-50. So what's stopping you?
Well, I'm not going to want to be a vegan. You have a question? Oh, can I ask my question?
Sure. Go ahead and ask your question.
Are you religious?
It doesn't really matter. There's people that are vegan that are all different religions. Every religion you can think of.
No, it actually does matter. Just be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. Can you be honest with me?
Okay. No, I'm not religious.
Okay.
I mean, not in the way most people are.
Okay, we evolved from animals.
Well, we are.
Animals kill and eat other animals.
It's a little hard to hear you. We are animals. We didn't evolve from animals to like not be animals. We are animals, and just because we've been eating animals for a long period of time, a lot of people think that we've been eating animals, and we used to mainly eat animals. Like, we eat more animals now than we ever did before. We use more of the animals now than we ever did before. It's not like, oh, we have to get back to being, more respectful to the animals and use the whole thing. Like, that's literally what happens now, and it's horrible. Doing something for a long time and using the whole animal does not make it any better. To those victims, their whole life's being taken away. Imagine if it was you would you care if somebody like did it nicely or used your whole body after they turned your lights off? Like boom, you're gone, and now somebody's gonna chop you up into little pieces. Like, you would probably want to just continue living, right? I would hope so. You have to unmute to come to, so we can hear you. Are you there, JP? You gotta hit the microphone. Alright, he's gone. Let's bring up the next person.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, actually you made it just in time. I can hear you, and try to talk loud into your phone, because I'm not next to my phone, it's hard for me to hear.
Let me just switch off my Bluetooth.
What was that?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. So are you religious? Do you want to tell me about your religion?
No, no, I'm not religious.
Okay,
But
so we have that in common, right?
It's evolution, natural selection, morality is subjective, opinion is subjective. So it's absolutely not universally objective.
Do you think it's okay to unalive humans?
Kill an animal.
Do you think it's okay to exploit children?
There are people, for me it's not okay, but there are people in this world that does think it's okay. So that's why I'm saying morality is subjective. Your morality,
I'm not disagreeing with you, but do you think that we should... Sorry, hold on. Do you think that...
Can I finish speaking? Can I finish speaking? I've been listening to you speaking earlier. Can you let me finish speaking?
Go ahead.
Okay. No, it's for me, in my opinion, it's not okay to exploit children. No, it's not. But there are other people in this world that are different from me and you that thinks it's okay. There are people that think slavery is okay. There are people that think killing Jews is okay. That's why I'm saying morality is subjective. Your opinion is subjective to mine. So it's not universally wrong to kill an animal, in my opinion.
Can I take this one? Can I take this, please? I really would love to. Please. So, JP, you said that morality is subjective, and the only people who say that are people who accept atrocities for others. So when we say something like you said, hold on, no, hell no, I'm not religious, because religion tells us this. Religion is literally one of the most garbage things. People do as I say, not as I do. So yeah, no, I'm not religious. I acknowledge reality. Stop talking, JP. I'm gonna prove you wrong and show you how to think. Okay, instead of what to think. So when you said, in your opinion, harming children is wrong, you just talked about you. You didn't give a shit to think about the children's perspective. So regardless of my opinion, harming children is wrong, period. Regardless of my opinion, harming any individual who can feel pain is wrong, period. So no, morality is not subjective, it's objective. People just choose to ignore the harm that they cause. Stop laughing, you scumbag. People choose to ignore the harm that they want to be part of. And you do that because you don't care, because you don't have any morals. You don't have any integrity. If you did, you'd see the perspective of others and you would be the reason for their harm. So when you say these stupid philosophical garbages, it just tells me that you're hoping I'll go, oh my God, look, another way to think. No, you're not thinking at all. You're being incredibly selfish, and it doesn't bother you at all to be part of injustice, to be part of somebody else's pain, to be part of somebody's oppression. That's what's wrong.
He's laughing, so why would it bother him?
I'm a farmer. I plant potatoes for a living. What about the animals that have been killed in farmlands, in crops? What do you say about that?
Why are you harming other animals for crops? I've got a garden, I've got 2 gardens. I don't harm other animals. There's no requirement that any animal be harmed in order for me to plant, watch them grow, take care of them as they grow, or to harvest them. None. You choosing to harm and then pretending that it's necessary is just you being disingenuous because you choose cruelty.
So I have a 5
You
hectare.
can have a veganic farm if you want. You can make your farm veganic where you don't have to hurt any animals. When you,
I have a 5 hectare. I have a 5 hectare land. Plant crops to sell to other people, even people like you. There are a few holes there, and there are also rabbits that will eat my crops. And you know, in the situation we are living in this world now, it is an expensive and many things cost money. You expect me to hire someone to remove the animals and to do prop?
So here's what you're saying. You're saying greed makes injustice okay. My greed, too expensive. I'm going to take the lives of individuals who have one life. That's what you're saying. It's absurd. Like, you're just showing everybody that you have zero integrity. You're wanting us to go, oh my gosh, his life is very hard. He's the victim in the situation. You're the one creating victims.
right, and there are people like veganic farmers you can speak with that won't cost you anything on here. We have many friends that are veganic farmers who don't have issues with other animals coming into their crops because they know how to take care of it. You have about 12,000 acres, correct? About 12,000 acres or 12 for your crops?
We're gonna move on. So, do you have any other comments, JP, before we move to the next guest? Comments or questions? It's your last chance.
Get on here and talk to a veganic farmer. There's a guy named O. He's a veganic farmer. Ben the farmer. He's a veganic farmer. There's a lot of people on here you can talk to, JP.
All right, next. Yeah, so I have a room in my house where I would grow microgreens, and I didn't have to kill any animals for that. You know, growing something indoor. You can grow hydroponics. You don't even have to use any dirt. You don't have to till the ground. You don't have to dig up the ground or anything like that. There's ways of doing things.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's not any more expensive. Usually, sometimes hydroponics can be much cheaper.
Thanks for the roses. Who was that? Vegan, unholy vegan. Appreciate it. Timo. Nest.
Yo,
What's up?
what's up? What does this mean? Why do you hate animals? I don't hate animals.
Are you over 18 first?
I'm 23.
Okay, great. You say you don't hate animals. Are you vegan?
No,
So do you think that you hate some animals?
no, I love all animals.
You love all animals? Even the ones that you exploit for unnecessary reasons?
What do you mean? I'm not exploiting them. I'm eating them.
Yeah, don't you realize that you're exploiting them for something that you don't need?
Oh, we do need meat. Check it out, bro. Look at all this brisket.
I knew it was gonna be something like that.
So there's vegan brisket. There's
Nah, baby, this is real brisket right here.
yeah, please don't turn your camera on. There's vegan brisket. They make it with jackfruit. I just saw an ad for it like yesterday. I forget where it was. Where was it? Somewhere like in the Midwest. Not really too close to me. But there's other options. You could go try that out. You probably won't even really be able to tell the difference. What's up, Brock?
Yo, so like for your main like question, why do you hate animals, right?
Yep.
So what does that mean specifically? Like why are you assuming we hate animals?
Well, I think a lot of people don't really understand what's happening to these animals. I think that when you're exploiting an animal for something that you don't need, I think it's a pretty hateful action. Would you agree?
Well, so like what do you define hate as? Like when you think of hate, what do you think of? Like how does someone express hate?
Well, I think one form of hate could be exploiting somebody, using someone unfairly against their will. Do you think that's a hateful action?
Well, I think it depends because like obviously humans, me, you, Remy, we're all superior to other animals, are we not?
No. Why would you say that?
Why? How are we not superior?
Because you're smarter? That's kind of an ableist position.
How are we not superior though? Like,
can you fly without an apparatus, Brock?
Yeah, there's.
Well, I'm just saying, like.
Right, now just answer the question. I don't want to hear this, that, and the other. Can you fly without using an apparatus?
Let's be respectful.
I am.
There's several
I'm asking you a question, but you're pivoting onto something else. You think that we are superior. I'm asking you if you can fly without an apparatus, and you're shoving yourself onto something else. You're bringing something else up.
I don't think we're superior. I know we're superior.
Can you fly without an apparatus?
We're just gonna.
So you're not superior. Can you breathe underwater without an apparatus? You're not superior.
Yeah, people that have that kind of mindset, I think, are inferior than other people. Sorry, but
exactly.
You need to do better, buddy. Young, sounds young. I forget what did he say? How old he was? Early 20s. Hopefully he grows up at some point. What's up, bait dude? You're a veteran. Thank you for your service. Do you want to talk about what you did in the military?
Oh no. Yeah, I was in the 82nd Airborne.
That's cool.
Shit. First Gulf War.
So, how do you feel about animals?
But actually, I was a veterinary technician for 13 years after the military.
That's cool. So you really care for animals. Did you help like all different kinds of animals, or was it just like cats and dogs? Or
Again? It was a mainly small animal, but we were in school was large animal and small animal and birds, reptiles, fish.
Yeah, like rabbits and stuff. How do you feel about that guy earlier that was a rabbit farmer? Did you hear him?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how rabbits are like in this weird position where a lot of people like view rabbits as pets like cats and dogs, and then there's like other people that view rabbits as like livestock, like
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
How do you feel about rabbits? Do you see rabbits as livestock, or do you see them as like companions?
Oh no, I would have him as a companion. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But do I eat animals? Absolutely.
Which animals do you eat?
Say again?
Which animals do you eat and exploit?
Oh, that would be beef, pork, chicken, fish.
Can you say the animal, please? Not like the euphemisms that we use. So you mean cows and pigs?
I'm sorry, cow, pig,
Yeah.
fish. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've had experiences with these animals, right? You said that you've probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you recognize them as individuals?
I do.
Okay. So do you think that when you're eating those animals or buying other products that were tested on these animals, or wearing clothes that was made from these animals' skin, or do you think that those actions are hateful, especially when you have other alternatives?
Not hateful, but I would say that as far as testing is concerned, I just assume they test them on humans in the prison system. How about that?
That's kind of a different subject than what we're talking about.
Not really. I mean, if we could substitute the animal testing for human testing for people that are degenerates.
I mean, if they want to consent to it, then I'm not against it. Would you agree with that? Like maybe they should consent to it, even if they're in jail?
It depends on their problem. What they're in jail.
Luckily, we have alternatives that don't even require that. They're called novel medical alternatives. We can test things on petri dishes of human cells. It's incredibly more accurate. I'm sure as a small animal vet technician, you were able to see all of the differences between small animals and us, and that it's kind of silly that we test on them. It is notoriously inaccurate.
I wouldn't want them testing on animals. Not at all.
Yeah, why are you against animal testing? Like, what about it is wrong to you?
Say again?
Oh, why are you against animal testing? What about it is wrong for you?
Because there's other alternatives, correct?
Yeah, we have the novel medical alternatives, and so that's why we have so many cruelty-free products too. And we can buy shampoo, conditioner, laundry detergent, all of the things that we need that aren't tested on animals. And with food as well, veganism is not a diet, but in terms of plant-based diets, we have alternatives for, at this point, really everything that someone could want to consume. So we do have alternatives.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. However, I don't feel that the consumption of animals is wrong. Even though as a veterinary technician, yes, I was in the care of animals, correct. But
Don't you see how that's hypocritical? You say you care for animals, but then you're the reason that they're being exploited and killed for things that you don't even need.
Not exploited. Don't say exploited.
Yeah, of course they're exploited. All the animals that you consume are exploited.
No.
There's no way to consume an animal without exploiting them.
So plants aren't alive? Is that correct?
Plants are alive. It's called sentience. That's the difference. Are you open to learning more? Will you go to Animal Justice 21?
There is sentience.
This is being no now.
Are you open to learning more, Bait Dude?
Oh, absolutely.
Can you go to Animal Justice 21 and sign up for the 21-day ethical reflection challenge? You can learn more about what veganism is and why you should be vegan.
I'll go to that. However,
if you have any questions, you can ask more questions on the chat page there.
If you have a plant and it dies, you say it died.
Yeah.
So, as a vet tech, are you familiar with the pain receptor? Like what it's actually called, the receptor that's required to feel pain? It's okay if you don't remember.
That's it. No, that's interesting. No.
Yeah, it's a nociceptor. And so that is the type of receptor that's required to feel pain. Reacting to stimulus is not the same thing as feeling pain. To interpret those pain signals, plants don't have nociceptors. And they don't have a central nervous system that can travel to a brain to transmit pain signals, and they don't have a brain to interpret pain signals. So plants do not feel pain. They don't have subjective experiences. They don't have the capacity for that. whereas animals do.
So what about oysters?
Oysters they still have nerves. You don't need to eat them. So leave them alone too.
Worms?
Yeah, nerves. They don't have a central nervous system, but they have
No, I said worms.
worms. All of them, they're probably similar.
They ain't got a brain.
Do you notice that worms try to get away from you when you go to pick them up? So they obviously have some form of a brain. In fact, I'll look it up. I'm sure that they do, but they have something that makes them want. This is not difficult. I don't understand why you're looking to everything else. I was vet tech too, and I literally beat up a veterinarian for abusing animals. So being involved in the veterinary industry doesn't mean that you care about animals at all. And Jake's prompt that says, "Why do you hate animals?" He's literally trying to get you to associate the fact that if you're choosing to support oppression, you won't even reflect on the word exploit, because you don't want to hear that they are used against their will. But if you choose to do that, if you exploit somebody against their will, you pay for that to happen. That is not an act of love. That is not an act of nice, being nice. That's not an act of life. That's an act of hate. Like, it's cruelty. Cruelty is hate.
Is that Sarah saying that?
It's Zara. Yeah.
Zara? Okay. Do you have a dog?
I rescued.
Do you have a cat?
No, like, get to your point.
What I'm saying is, as a veterinary technician for 13 years, I do not have a pet. Because it's all expert.
I don't have a pet either. I've rescued a dog, and I'm. You eat your patients.
You are a pet. Oh, what?
That's what I said. You're supposed to be helping animals, and you're eating their flesh. So how should anybody trust you?
I am not eating my pet's flesh.
All right, we're gonna move on.
I'm a pet.
We're gonna move on. Thanks for coming up. Please check out the resource. Try to learn some more. I don't think that conversation was gonna go anywhere after that. Thank you, Zara, for attempting to have a conversation with him. But we get to a point in these conversations where these people just like to go around and around.
Yeah, he's just doing the bingo card big time.
Zara, also, can I just say, I think it's really cool what you did to that bed.
Yeah, really.
I can't really hold back to there was a little puppy who came in to be neutered, and he was in the kennel, and the people came to pick him up, and she was irritated that he wouldn't just come out, but he was afraid. So she wrapped the lead around their neck, and these leads choke, and she yanked it really, really hard, screamed, tried to scream, and so I did the same. Well, I didn't do anything around her neck. I prepared to slap her against the floor, so yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible. I hate that. Like, I'm a dog trainer, and I see people choking dogs all the time and like punishing them, and it's completely unnecessary.
The way
so
people
sad.
in fields that are supposed to care for animals treat them is so incredibly egregious. Like, even advice that I was given when I cannot trim my own dog's nails, he does not let me, and he like squirms around, and it's not safe. And the advice I was given by a groomer one time was insane about his separation anxiety. She was like, just leave him alone and let him cry all day until he stops.
Yeah, that's like, there you can do that for some dogs. Like, some dogs will have some anxiety, and you can let them kind of work through it themselves. After, like, 10-15 minutes, some dogs will settle down. You only normally have to do that like one time, and then you start rewarding that good behavior, that calm behavior, and you'll make it happen more and more. But it's not.
No, he has panic attacks. He can't self-regulate.
Yeah, exactly. For some dogs, you can't do that. Like they'll just cry and cry for hours and hours and hours. So every dog's different. And how are you doing?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so it's a case by case things, and that's not a good recommendation for just all dogs in general.
Well, no, she viewed it as was spoiling him and babying him and like, humanizing him and all these things because I cared about his feelings and because I hire dog sitters because he's terrified of being alone is his issue.
Yeah.
And instead of him literally screaming for hours, I would rather him just have a comforting presence sit next to him and be with him, which is really all he wants.
Yeah, exactly. That's nice. That's one reason why I do what I do, because I do the same thing. Like I'm a trainer, but I also do like all companion care stuff. So I'll go and like spend time with your pets, with your companions, and try to help them work through those things. But yeah, I mean, you can try to work on that if you want to by like leaving, like not leaving though, but like make it kind of pretend like you're leaving. You just kind of like walk outside or wherever like the trigger is for your dog. You want them to basically be aware of like something is going to happen, whether it's like separation anxiety. You kind of maybe you put up a baby gate and then go into another room, and if they are calm and not like crying and having that anxiety, then you just go back in and you can mark that and reward that, and then you just have to build it out. Like maybe it's going outside and leaving them inside, and then you just like come right back in. It could even be something like picking your keys up like you're gonna leave. That might get them like excited and kind of worry them a little bit. Like you don't want them to like freak out, you know what I mean? You obviously want to stay away from really triggering them, but you want them to like be aware that wait, something's going to happen, and then you let them be able to decide, like am I going to freak out or am I going to remain calm? Like there go the horses. Oh, you guys can't see that, the horse trailer I see all the time with all the horses crammed in there. But yeah, like so you just got to go, like dogs, to teach a dog, you have to take baby steps. Like that's how dogs learn. And if it's not working, like you have to go even slower. And yeah, like I said, it could just be like picking your keys up, giving them a reward, Then the next time you like go outside and you come back in, give them a reward. But yeah.
And while I understand, Jake, that like the way you do this is to try to find homes for animals, for dogs, I feel like it really, really sucks that we have made it that way to where dogs have to behave in the ways that we need them to behave. They can't be dogs anymore. And I think that a person who does adopt a dog or a cat, I think that if you can treat them like the individual that they are and you need them to be objects for whenever you're away, I think you should, and I think there's a lot of humans that are like that. My brother is one of them, and I think he's a POS. But I think people should work in industries with other animals, with the elderly, with children, with anybody who can't have a voice for themselves, basically, to others. And I think those are the most abusive industries. I think that every veterinarian that I ever worked for was abusive, hugely abusive. And the vet techs were equally abusive. They would literally, it was certain breeds. If the dog was a pit bull or a Rottweiler, they would slam them with the kennel door against the wall to show them who was in charge. Like none of these morons knew how to take care of animals.
Yeah, they did that to my husky. I had an emergency with her, so I went to this vet same day. I needed to get her blood work done, and she was scared. She was not about it. That's what they did. They slammed her down on the ground and had somebody lay on top of her. And she's a squirmy dog. She tried to squirm out and tried to bite one of them, and they were like, "Your dog's crazy. We can't do this." And yeah, and then they gave me a bunch of medicine. They're like, come back tomorrow, give her this medicine so she's calm. So I gave her the medicine. We went back the next day. Better stop. We went back the next day, and they tried to do the same thing. She freaked out. And they came back in and they're like, yeah, we can't do this. And then they started making fun of my dog, and they're like, she's all like laughing at her because she was on drugs and shit. And I was so upset. Like, you guys like triggered my dog, you know? Like, they made it so much worse because she's never been like that with anybody else. And she was terrified. She was absolutely terrified of the one guy.
I hope he turned in that vet. I hope he turned in that vet, Jake. Because we don't need vets like that. And you know, vets are like second on the highest suicidal rate. Them and their techs. They are like second in line to unaliving themselves. Plus, you know, they're the ones who help out and put money towards these animals that are being tested on. And I think every vet that does that should have their face out there and their name out there, who wants to put money into animal testing and supports it.
Yeah,
you know,
they were horrible people.
That's why I never go. I never ever leave the room with my animal in their tow. I go with them, and if they don't want me to go with them, I go to another vet. If they don't allow me to be with them when they do blood draw with my animal, I take them to another vet.
Yeah, exactly. They
never go without me. Never.
I gave them a bad review. I gave them a really bad review and made a post about it on the local Facebook group, and it like went viral. And they started saying all this crazy stuff about me because they knew I was vegan. So they were literally blaming me being vegan on you know, freaking out about
because
the way they were
because
treating
of what
the
they
animal.
did to your dog. Yeah, because of what they did to your dog. And I would suggest anybody that has a situation with a vet, you film your animal prior and you film your animal after, so you can see the before and after if you know that they've been abusive to your animal, and turn them in, because vets are horrible. They are horrible. You know, they're one of the most horrible, you know, groups of people that I can even think of right now.
So just to spite me,
all of you, if you ever need to euthanize, stay there with them the whole time, even till after. Never leave them ever.
And they never get my animal's body. The body comes with me. I never let them have my animal's body.
There's also an option in urban areas. I don't know if it's everywhere. When Benji's time comes, when he's, you know, if he's terminal or very, very in a lot of pain, they do at-home euthanasia, and he will be in his own home where he feels comfortable and safe, and he'll be in my arms the entire time, and I will have his body, and like I will be there for every single moment of it with it through him in the space that he feels most comfortable. And so I don't know if that's an option everywhere. It's an option in New York.
And those are the vets I recommend, the ones that are willing to come to your home. I've had many vets do that, and those are the vets I think are one of the best, the ones who will come to your home and are not afraid to show you what they do, you know, and they don't take them to a back room or anything like that. And I think that, you know, if you can get a vet to come to your house, it's much better.
Yeah, I have that in my little town. I have a vet that comes to my house to care for all my dogs, and then there's actually a mobile euthanasia service that will come around and euthanize pets like in their home. So yeah, I have it here in my little town. It's probably most places you can probably find that. But yeah, so that vet, just to spite me, I was like protesting, raising awareness at a hot dog stand down the street, and they saw me there, and they literally came to buy a bunch of hot dogs from the hot dog stand and made a post about it, and they were like, I didn't even eat the lunch that I packed. I went out here and got hot dogs because that vegan was over at that hot dog stand. Like, literally,
But do you
the
see how
owner.
juvenile that? I mean, do you see how juvenile that is for that company, especially putting out stuff like that? How juvenile and disrespectful, and just how unaccommodating a company could be to do that. I mean, just to stoop to that level.
So crazy.
They are not worth it.
Literally, it was the lead vet and the owner of the vet place. Like, literally the top two people in charge that did that.
Imagine pretending that you care for other animals for while trying to demonize a person who actually lives by the morals of not harming other animals.
That's what I'm saying. Vets don't give a shit. They're the dirtiest kind of doctors going.
So, I don't know what's going on with my phone, but my battery's dying. I have it plugged in and still going down. So
Well, it was an okay live today.
Yeah,
See you
I might
next
have to
time.
end. I think it's because I got a
Thanks for
hotspot
bringing
on.
me up.
That's probably what
Thanks,
it is.
Jake.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me back, Jake.
But yeah, I appreciate all you being here. And I might have a little time later. I don't know. It depends. I might come back later today. We can do another short stream.
Nice.
Yeah, let's know. Let's know.
All right, bye.
All right. See you.
Oh,
Bye.
hey, Remy. Oh, shoot. She left. Okay.
Wait, did I get a restriction? Oh, no. It's just telling you about restrictions. All right, well, YouTube, I'm still here. I'll turn my phone off. Oh, now it's going up. So if I stop the live on this phone and just have it sitting here, I can maybe keep my stream going on YouTube. But you know what? Gem is live. Gem Lettuce. Everybody go over to Gem Lettuce's channel. There's not many people here, but we'll go over there. Show her more support. She's also on TikTok. If you want to debate with her, talk with her, go over to TikTok, and I'll probably be back later. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you for the gifts. We got a couple of gifts. Be careful about who you let care for your companion animals. It's a really messed up world out there. I've seen other people that do the same thing as me, like house sit for pets, and I hear all these crazy stories about how people are supposed to come over and take care of these animals, and they just don't. Like, they don't clean up the house after the pets. They don't walk the pets like they're supposed to. They're supposed to spend the night, and they're not spending the night. Like, you don't even know if they're feeding them when they're supposed to be feeding them. One younger teenage girl trashed somebody's house, like she had a party there or something while the people were gone. Like, really crazy stuff. Make sure if you have somebody coming to take care of your animal, try to find somebody that's also has some knowledge about chronic pain, like some knowledge about animal behavior, somebody that's maybe like a dog trainer. If you need somebody to care for your dog, try to find people that actually care about these animals and they do it as a profession, not just like a kid that's trying to make, or even an adult that's just trying to make some extra money on the side, because you never know who those people are. And you can tell about dog trainers by, ask them a little bit about how they teach dogs. And yeah, if they use punishment, then yeah, probably don't use that person, Find positive philosophy people, force-free trainers. But yeah, I'll be back later. I'll see you guys over at Jim's. Peace. I'm out.